Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to another Warhammer Armageddon, 40,000 Armageddon Let's Play, I should say. We are playing here as the Blood Angels, my friends. This is going to be a really interesting Let's Play, and I hope we do a decent job. Over here, of course, the orcs have to pay for desecrating the planet, and so we're actually getting our battle company sent disgusting orc sewer, and hopefully we can do pretty well here. Alright, it looks like our friends are already in battle. Some Imperial troops here, and we're going to have to come to their aid almost certainly. It looks like the city is being assaulted by the orcs, guys, and we are the last hope of humanity. Wow. Alright, guys, this is going to be quite interesting. The orcs have mechs, they've got killicans. I'm a little concerned. For sure, we've got a lot to deal with, and we have to hold at least 7 victory X's until the end of the mission. Okay, that actually doesn't seem very easy. Luckily, we do have these, of course, Blood Angels, and they're going to do very well against the enemy. I hope Blood Angels is the correct term. If I'm not calling this faction correctly, I do apologize. Now, I want to take a look at all of the locations where the enemy is attacking from, and basically they're attacking from just about everywhere. Obviously, this central point would be a pretty great place to hold. It's in a city, so we could use maybe some, I don't know, some Terminator squads to hold the position. I don't think that would be such a bad idea, and also some assault squads to hold this position. But obviously, we're going to have to deal with the enemy eventually, and one of the enemies is actually across that bridge, or crossing that bridge, so I'm headed towards that direction, and I'm going to let our guys up north deal with the other men. Let's go ahead and move over here. Sadly, we can't really get any sort of kill. So I'd actually maybe like to keep him here one more turn just to hold the enemy back. Even though he's going to get destroyed, I'm going to keep that mech there. He's going to sacrifice himself for the will of the Emperor. I think that's probably a good idea. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and try to hit this war track. And actually, we got a pretty good hit on it. This I'm not too familiar with, the Hydra. I'm going to move it up, and it looks like it could be pretty effective against the enemy infantry. It's like a little velvet. It looks pretty serious. But it looks here, let's take a look just really quickly at the Hydra's effects. So the actual hit points are pretty standard. Attack strength, yeah, 30, 40 with the heavy bolter. I think I'm going to try to take out one of these vehicles. So I'm going to go ahead and open fire there on the Grant tank. This is a crappy little tank put together by orcs, but it's actually not that crappy. It's put together pretty damn well, I have to admit. For an orc vehicle, it's not bad. Here we go, guys. We've also got these locations we could hold, and I think I'm going to send some of our tactical squads up this way. But some of our guys, I think I probably want to send to the actual front. So I'm going to go ahead and move them up here. And even inside an armored car, these Devastator squads are devastating, of course. Oh, kill me for that. Terrible pun. Now we're going to go ahead and look over here. I'm thinking getting these guys right there in the trenches is probably a great idea. We're going to be able to use these bolters to essentially keep the enemy back. We also have these turrets, and apparently they can shoot at a very far distance. Now this I'm concerned about, the Squigoth with the zap gun. I'd like to do some damage to him right now. Let's see if I can. Maybe not. We might just want to let our tanks deal with that. So I'm actually going to open fire here on the Gretchen squad, and I'm going to pull this guy back and open fire with the Steel Legion conscripts. They're going to be wiped out anyway. We might as well try to use them for everything they're worth. I know that sounds evil and mean, but that is the way of the Empire. One life means nothing. There we go. Getting some really good shots there on the Gretchen. Okay, now this is a bad situation, obviously. I don't think I need to tell you that. We're going to go ahead and look over here. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. I think that's going to be the end of the turn. I do want to see if we can purchase some units, because if we can... I was going to say I wanted to get an aircraft unit. We can't get an aircraft unit. We might just want to stick with infantry, or maybe another powerful tank here. The Vindicators are pretty nice, but these are not the best tanks that the Space Marines have. The Bale Predator. I've never tried this before. Here we go. The Predator Annihilator. Let's purchase one. It is expensive, admittedly, but I think we have an expensive cause, and I'm going to put him down here in the city. I know tanks shouldn't be in the city, but he's going to go north to attack that area over there. And let's also get some more infantry guys. I want to get a Death Company assault squad. These guys are elite troops for sure, and they are made to tear orcs apart. So I'm going to actually put this guy... where should we put him? I think we can drop him over here for now. Decide what to do with him later. And I'm going to go ahead and get another Death Company Assault Squad. Notice this one I didn't actually pay for. Or I should say I didn't buy any sort of vehicle for. Because I think we're just going to keep them in this area anyway. So let's go ahead, end the turn. Alright, wow, the Grand Tank didn't waste any time at all. Looks like the Gretchen are trying to overrun our forces, and unfortunately those men fell to the might of the orcs. I'm sure they'll be feasting on the corpses of our men, but hopefully this guy right here can actually hold out. We've got some knobs attacking our vehicles directly. Well, there we go, the orcs are going to be crossing the bridge very soon. We want to keep our wits about us, guys. Oh dear. Alright, back to the Blood Angels, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy in the trench. Open fire on the Storm Boys. Look at that, guys. A tactical squad on the Storm Boys in the trench. We get such a huge bonus. I'm going to keep doing that. I mean, that's got to be one way to win for sure. The Devastator squad with heavy bolters. I'm going to move them up here. And I think we can wipe out that Gretchen squad. And the Storm Boys are destroyed as well, guys. I'm going to go ahead and open fire on this Squiggoth. I don't think we can do much damage to it, if any at all. But we know we have to kill that thing. Boom! Nice! One Squiggoth down. That's good. Or I guess this is just one giant Squiggoth. I don't know how you guys want to look at that. But either way, it's damaged, at least a little bit right now. I'm going to put this guy back into the city, where he belongs. And I'm going to move this guy forward. Wow, look at that. Our command squad may actually be able to kill a Squiggoth. Unbelievable, guys. Some great shots there by the command squad. Those guys really know how to fire a bolter, and we got to give it to them. To open fire on the Gretchen. Glorious. Okay, I think it's time to get these murder squads, Death Company Assault Squads, into action. I should have expected that there were going to be some troops crossing that bridge. That was my fault. We're going to move the rest of our guys forward, and hopefully these guys will not succumb to the injuries that the first squad did, because that's not something we want. Just going to move this fellow forward. Oh my goodness, look at that Death Dread with a big shooter, guys. Let's see how he does against a Dreadnought. And I think we may actually do pretty damn well in that situation. Not too shabby, if I don't say so myself. I'm going to bring the bike unit forward. Actually, let me bring this unit forward because I want to see if the enemy has any guys across the bridge. Doesn't look like he does. Let's go ahead and... Wow, the Assault Bike Squad against the Killicans. I did not expect them to get a very big bonus, but they sure as hell did. We're going to keep moving the rest of our boys forward, and I also want to move through the south here, just in case the enemy has some troops that we aren't seeing down here. We know these orcs can be very sneaky, especially those Gretchen. We want to be ready for everything. Okay. Could bring these guys out. But do I want to? Probably not. I want to go ahead and open fire with the Dreadnought. I think he can completely wipe out that unit of knobs. He burned most of them. Didn't totally wipe them out, but let's see here if the Devastator squad with the heavy bolters can finish the job. Eventually we're going to have to get some reinforcements to this squad. They're not doing very well. And let me open fire with our Bale Predator. Oh my goodness! Alright, well it definitely seems intimidating enough. And I'm going to open fire on the Grot Tank with our Hydra guys. Those Grot Tanks, again, can be quite a pain in the ass, so I want to try and do as much damage to them as possible. I'm even going to move forward our Steel Legion conscripts and try to wipe out that squad. Great shooting by the Steel Legion conscripts there. And actually, might as well bring this guy down too. I mean, we need to help our men with the fight, and going just to defend this area right now is probably not the best idea. Yes, wipe out all the Gretchen boys. Could also move these guys forward, but I think I'll keep these two in their respective locations. Making sure I haven't forgotten to move anybody, because I want to make sure that I get every shot I can if we're attacking the enemy here. I think we're going to end the turn. Hope for the best. More Grot tanks approaching. Oh my goodness, they're definitely hitting our assault squad right now, but we're going to do everything we can to fight back. I think they're trapped here. The good thing is we do have these mechs trapped in the city walls. I don't see them escaping. Those mega grots, or whatever the hell they're called, they're going to be destroyed. But whatever the hell they are devastating. I'll actually take a look at one of them right now. Is it a Mecha Dread? I think that's what it's called. A Death Dread. See, I'm not too familiar with Warhammer 40k lore. I'm learning little by little. But we could take that Death Dread right now, or we could focus our attention to the Storm Boys. I think I'm going to focus on the Death Dread. Again, this is a serious liability, and having him around is not going to help our cause. Let's see if we can get that Terminator Squad up. I've wanted to deal with the Terminator Squad so long. When I was doing Warhammer 40k, and I never played too much in terms of tabletop, but I like to paint the miniatures. That was the first squad I got to paint, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So let's see. Oh yeah, baby, with the assault bikes. They have been doing a great job here. And I want to see how these Death Company do against the Gretchen. But first, I want to just get this guy here, because he's got more men, and see if we could just wipe out that Gretchen squad all in one fell swoop. And indeed, they did. That is the power of the Death Company Assault Squad, guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to get these guys some much-needed reinforcements or replacements, because it's just not right for them not to have the right number of men. Get rid of that Grot tank. You gotta love it when an assault squad can get rid of a Grot tank, but clearly we see that the actual orcs have a lot of stuff across that river on that tiny little island. I'm not liking it. It doesn't look friendly. So let's go ahead. Open fire. No, we're not even going to open fire with our Steel Legion conscripts. We're going to stay put. What I might do, though, is bring this tank down here. He's not going to be able to do anything this turn, but eventually he will, and we'll bring this Predator Annihilator as well. I might want to eventually bring some troops over here to watch the area. In fact, I think I'll keep one Steel Legion conscript troop here just to make sure. These guys are in some trouble, damn. Steel Legion! Nice shooting! These guys are getting better and better with each battle. There we go, and of course the Dreadnought is, the Furioso Dreadnought is going to absolutely annihilate that unit. Boom! Nothing to worry about here. I'm going to go ahead and move that guy back, and I'm going to, of course, rest and refit these gentlemen right here. They deserve it. The same with the Hydra here. And as for the Bale Predator, I might go out and do some scouting. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, baby! Yeah! I had a feeling they would have more men. Okay, I'm actually going to open fire here on the Art Boys. And I'm sure they're going to return fire. But let's hope that that did a little bit of damage to them at least. I might even grab this unit and send them over there to assist. In fact, what I want to... Nope, you can't buy anything. And the next unit we buy is probably going to be an infantry unit. Make sure we've got everything here. Okay. Seems we're stopping these guys with little difficulty, if any. So we might take some of the units over here and head east, or we might actually just go ahead and retake that area. Maybe a little counterattack. Good shooting! Keep it up, boys. Open fire! I'm gonna get right into that trench with the enemy. That's right. We are going counterattack mode, guys. Open fire on the Gretchen. The command squad up here. I think these Gretchen are in trouble. Alright, we still want to be careful, though. We don't want to get too cocky. But we can do a little bit of madness here and try to get away with it. So there we go. Not bad at all. I'm going to take a look here at the east, make sure we're not being overrun. I don't think we are. Awesome, guys. So now we're going to go ahead, grab the rest of these troops, and end the turn, I guess. Make sure that these guys have moved. Alright, guys, we're ending the turn. Now remember, we have to hold 5 locations. That seems fairly easy, but I'm willing to bet that these orc hordes are going to keep jumping at us from all directions. So we need everything within us to actually survive and hold these locations. Okay, here we go. So what I'm wondering now is what I should do with the Death Company Assault Squad. And I think I'm going to move it... I don't know if I want to move it north. I might move it to the east, believe it or not, or just maybe to the south. See, this is very confusing. Actually, we're going to send the Death Company Assault Squad across. Yes, we're doing a little bit of scouting here. And with this Death Company Assault Squad, I will move him to the north here to assist with this counterattack. Open fire, Steel Legion! And I think the Devastator squad of the heavy bolters can make short work of the enemy here. And there we go, guys. We'll at least take that location back. We're even going to move the tank up just for a little recon work. Alright, we can't forget to go back there and grab that area, that's for sure. And let's take a look here at the east. Does the enemy have anything? Of course, they have this location here. We might even be able to take that orc camp. I'm going to open fire there, totally wiping out that orc unit. Kind of expected that. The Dreadnought is not in range yet, but he soon will be. However, the Hydra is in range. I'm going to fire at the target that cannot fire back at us. Common sense, right? Here we go. Ooh, some burner boys. I'm not going to approach in a vehicle because I know that they will definitely open fire. So we'll shoot from afar. And actually, that unit did a pretty good job at doing some damage from afar. Thinking that we really might want to send reinforcements to this east side. That's probably where we're going to need most of the reinforcements. Okay, let's open fire on the tank. The gun wagon, sorry. Nice shot. And I'm going to see if the assault squad can rip it to shreds, rip it apart. And indeed, they can. Excellent job there. We'll open fire here from the buildings, guys, at the Gretchen. And in the cover of this factory, we should be able to get some pretty decent shots. Minus 15. Awesome. Let's grab this guy. Might as well move this tank forward. And I'm going to grab our Dreadnought and move to the northeast. We're going to be moving towards that location to the east over there, because that's where I think most of the enemy is. Also, we've got a lot of enemy over here. We might cross and try to fight them across the river, just because we have superiority, not necessarily in numbers, but certainly superiority in technology. Open fire! And they won't be able to harm us later. Besides, if we need to, we can always pull back once again. All right, let's see. Looking nice. Looking very, very nice. I like this so far. Let's go ahead and end, boys, and turn it over to the orcs. Okay, we made a mistake going across that river for sure, and you can just see the hordes of orcs there are unbelievable. So now we at least know what we're up against, guys, but it's not looking pretty. I'm hoping that we can hold out against them. Certainly we're going to be able to probably get some reinforcements here, because I'm sure we're going to lose some units in this battle. And there we go. Wow, guys. Got to take a look at that orc unit. It looks vicious, and let's hope that we're prepared to stand against this horde. There's the burner boys. Motorbike boys coming in. I don't actually know if they're called motorbike boys. Don't hold me to that. Wow, guys. Unbelievable. Well, we see what the Blood Angels are up against, and it is not pretty at all. I'm going to try and open fire here. Even though the commandos are in trenches, which is exactly where they should be for the best, most effective defense, I'm still going to open fire. I'm also going to open fire on that war track, or war buggy, excuse me, and also on this war buggy with rockets. I suppose that just means a faster war buggy. Orcs are not the brightest. Okay, so fire at that unit because he can't shoot back at us, and we might even bring our Death Company squad forward as well. I think that's probably a good idea, although we probably want to get these guys the hell out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a hasty retreat, try to beat back some of these orcs as I'm leaving. There we go. Maybe open fire on the Killicans with the Terminator squad and pull back as well. Open fire once again. Just lessening the effectiveness of all these units. We definitely killed a ton of orcs, but that's because there are so many here. If you basically just shoot in front of you, you're going to hit 5 or 6 orcs with a bolter rifle. Especially with a bolt rifle, that can go through several bodies. I'm guessing the orc hide is much thicker, so it probably wouldn't travel very well through an orc's body. Alright, assault squad. Absolutely wiping out the enemy. No! Wow, surprised. Very surprised. Okay, well that's good. That's just going to basically delay them another turn. Okay. I think it's time to move the command squad forward too. They provide pretty good shooting, and that's what we need right now. We need good shooting. Alright guys, this is what I'm concerned about. I'm going to try to extend the line here a bit, and we're actually opening fire on the Warbiker mob. These guys desperately need reinforcements here, and I really do want to bring them those replacements, but it's just not the time and place for it. They're going to have to basically deal with it right now. I'm going to go ahead and open fire on the Burner Boys with the Furioso Dreadnought, and they just got burned. Let's also grab these guys. Try to take on the enemy's more, how should I put this, elite units like these Ludas right here. There we go, took out some Ludas. This guy definitely needs replacements. And I might actually retreat with this tank. Yep, I'm retreating with... Actually, sorry, I should have opened fire first. Alright, nice. Got rid of the Warbiker boys, and they are burning away in the desert. I love that. Could probably get rid of these guys too, or we could choose to lower the Mega Armored Knobs. Those guys are the ones I'm really afraid of. They are not to be screwed with. Those Mega Armored Knobs know how to win a fight. 6 replacements. You know what? I might go ahead and take that. I think I am, and I'm hoping that that was not a mistake. Also going to grab, no, I was going to say I'm going to grab these guys and bring them to the fight, but that probably wouldn't be the greatest idea. These guys, on the other hand, now I'll keep them here in the city. And let's actually see, I don't think we lost any units, but let's see if we can purchase 1 unit to add to the east there, and unfortunately we can't. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer, and honestly these units are pretty expensive anyway. We might only be able to get away with an assault squad or a tactical squad, which is still pretty damn good. And that's one reason we could try and take some of these orc locations, because that would make that particular thing much more likely. And actually I think I am going to take the Steel Legion conscripts. I lied, I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to send them east to help our boys. Okay, let's end the turn and hope for the best. Wow. They're throwing everything they have at that location. And there we go, guys. They're advancing. The horde is advancing on that position in the east. And I think that position in the east will be the first to break. One thing is for sure, though. We do not have the numbers in this battle at all. There we go. They just took out a unit. Now we can get reinforcements, but it's almost not even worth it, because losing a unit that valuable is going to really set us back. Unfortunately, our Space Marines in the east may be screwed. Shall be remembered. Alright, guys. Should have done it Old English. You shall be remembered. Yes, they used to say it that way. Don't ask me why. So there we go. We still have a number of locations here that I think we can hold, if we can hold this central area. But, of course, I'm really upset that these guys are getting shot down, especially our good old Furiosa Dreadnought. I'm going to have them open fire on the Mega Armored Knobs, try to burn them out of existence, move back a little bit, open fire on the Mega Armored Knobs with our Conscript Squad, and I'm even going to bring... Actually, no, I'm not going to bring reinforcements to the tank. Sorry. Okay, guys, to see more action, of course, you're going to have to see this next episode. So if you want that episode to come out quicker, you guys know what you have to do. Hit that like button, share the video, show that you actually have some interest in this series, and we will get to that next episode ASAP. I promise you that. So thank you so much, guys. Take care, and glory to the Emperor.